Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Crafty Crow Show. On today's episode we're doing a battle of the boxes. After my last Nomadik review, Pocahontas got on and thought it'd be a good idea to kill a couple of other boxes to review. So that's what she did. She ordered me a couple. One of them I hadn't even heard of before. The other is a well-known box that you'll all know. So this video we're going to dive into each one of them. This is the September box for each one of those videos. We'll get a good honest review on them, look at the contents of all of them, and kind of let you know what kind of bang for your buck you're getting out of each one. So stick with us and stay tuned. We're going to dive into these boxes and let's do some box reviews. So here we are, 3 boxes, all September issues of the boxes. On the left you have what's called, I can't pronounce this right and I hope the company don't get mad at me if they do happen to see this. It's Cairn or Cairn. I don't know which one. You can see the rocks stacked up. C-A-I-R-N. However you pronounce that. So forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right. It's this Eastern Kentucky accent. In the middle, of course, as you can see, big and bold, the battle box. I'd mentioned that one in the Nomadik. A lot of people use these battle boxes, especially the guys. And she got me one so we could tear it open and see what was in it. And then on the right is the September Nomadik box. And that's my monthly subscription. I got a year subscription on it. So instead of just doing a video by itself, I thought we'd do a little bit of a battle of the boxes. So let's see if Battle Box holds up to the battle status. We'll take a look at each one of these, kind of go through them quick so this thing don't run too quick. And I'll give you a quick rundown on each one. So let's start off first with the, what do you say we do the Cairn box first? All right, stick around. Okay, first out of the gate, the Cairn box. Like I said, hope I'm pronouncing that right. This box is the smaller of the 3. Like I said, I'd never heard of this before, but the monthly cost of this box, $29.95. It's actually the cheaper of the 3 also, which would probably explain why it's smaller. Done some research on this and stuff, and they've got a unique website. It's kind of like a bidding site they've got. In addition to this, you can get gear and stuff for pretty cheap. So, it'd be worth something checking out. That in its own, I've been wanting to check that out and kind of get into that and probably get some quality gear for pretty cheap. But open this one up, and this, all 3 of these, were monthly subscription boxes like the Nomadik was, like I explained in my Nomadik video. So that's why we're going to compare all of them, because these all have about the same price point. So open it up, they have a little, like a little newspaper kind of thing, Cairn Scout. Gives you a little info and some thank you, but it's kind of a little news publication they got, looks like. The RX bars, these are just protein bars. This company makes a lot of different things, and I've not had one, but this will go into my kit to try, like I do most of my stuff. So we have that. We have the Lucy Light. I got a Lucy Light in my Nomadik, but it was inflatable. This one actually, we'll open it up right quick. This one actually is not inflatable. It's a harder shell case. You can charge this either by solar or by USB, it says. It's got the USB charger with it. It has this flexible little thing you can hang stuff. You can hang it off. And this would be pretty helpful actually off my ridge line on my hammock. Like I said, harder case. It's got, I think, 3 or 4 different light settings on it for different intensities of illumination. The only thing I didn't like about it, and I might not replace my other one with this because of that, it doesn't have the red light. And I kind of like that red light at night. Just it hanging over my hammock, it kind of illuminates where my hammock is when we're in camp and things. So I wish it had the red light. I've not made up my mind on whether this will get used or not and replace the other one. But I do like the fact it's not inflatable. So, you know, depends on what you like, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then lastly, because like I said, this is the cheaper box, so there's not as much stuff in it, the fire escape. It's a carabiner, got a 125 pound weight limit on it, and it's just for gear, it's not for people. It's got a seatbelt cutter in here. There's a window punch. I guess it's geared toward EMS and fire because this is an oxygen cylinder wrench that would be useful for me at work. And then a small 1/4 inch hex wrench. And then the cool thing on the end of it, it has a striker, like a cigarette lighter, with some replacement ferro rods that go in that, kind of like a Zippo or something would be. So this thing's kind of cool. Not 100% if I use it or not, but it don't weigh that much. You know, it might travel to work with me or something. I don't know yet. I'm not decided. But this was the most expensive thing in the box, actually. So there's your 3 items in the Cairn box. Like I said, this thing was, what did I say it was here? I've got, instead of a cheat sheet, I've got cheat notes on the back of the box. $29.95. The overall value of the box, looking up all the individual items, was $44.48. So $44.50. So you've got basically $30 in the box and $44.50. So you know, it's a little more value than what you're paying for it. So that's the quickie on the Cairn box. So let's take a look at the battle box next. What do you say? Let's dive into the battle box. Hold on just a second and I'll be right back with it. Now we come to the biggest of the 3 boxes in our Battle of the Box episode. This is the battle box. I know a lot of you have heard of this box. A lot of you have probably looked at this box. Looked at this box myself. So I think this is the September issue. We're going to say $29.99 is what this is for the month. Pocahontas did want me to point out a catch to that though. Apparently shipping and handling is separate. So, you know, it's going to vary from where you live, but on this individual box, the shipping and handling was $11.39 in here to Kentucky. Honestly, I don't remember where they're based out of, but that's what it costs. So overall, the box was about, you know, 41 bucks for this box. And this is the base box. I don't know if the Cairn box can upgrade, but the battle box you can upgrade different levels and higher tiers. One of the highest tiers is comes with the Knife of the Month Club and everything too. So here's the battle box. Let's get this thing open. Actually, let me try to level you up here a little bit. It looks like you're crooked. There. Well, you can tilt your head back the other way. So, open up the battle box. Let's see what we got, because I've actually been curious to see what was in one of these. You open it up, you've got their pamphlet. It tells you what is in the box, the prices of each one, their prices. I don't know if they would be any different or not, but some of this stuff now looks like it is kind of an exclusive. It looks like they're trying to get kind of an outdoor outfitter kind of thing going on with their boxes. You can buy this stuff individually. So it gives you the prices of that, and it also tells you what's in the basic box. Then you have an advanced box and a pro box. It tells you, and then I think the Pro Plus box. That's all their lines. So it tells you this month what would have come in that box. It's kind of to show you what it is in case you want to upgrade. You know, if I'd got the advanced box, it would have got all the content in here plus a tarp. If I'd got the Pro box, it would have come with the tarp and that. And then would have had a hatchet come if I'd got the Pro Plus box, in addition to everything that's in here. So it's kind of a tier system. It's pretty good. And it's pretty good of them to let you know what you could have got, because, you know, if you like some of this other stuff, you'll pay a little more premium on it. And it's more premium items. So in here, they've got a Rescue Me self-rescuing tool. I know they've got a show on Amazon, I think it was, called Southern Survival. and we've watched all those episodes and stuff, and they test a lot of this gear and go out and review this gear. But this is basically just a seatbelt cutter and a window punch. And I've not opened this, so we'll see what it looks like together. But looks like a zip tie and a keychain. Put your keys on, but it's got the center punch there. You just push it up against the window. It'll have a little metal pin come out and bust the window. And then you've got a little safety clip on here, but there's a razor blade in there for a seat belt. You can just pull and cut your seat belt. And it's made, I think on the show, I had a good suggestion, just keep it in your car. That way, if you ever get trapped or anything, then you'll be able to bust your window out or get out or whatever. To me, honestly, and this ain't knocking the product at all, but it was like when we was kids preparing for quicksand. We were scared to death we was going to get quicksand somewhere, and I've never seen it. The odds are you're not going to be getting yourself out unless you run into water or something, you're still conscious or whatever. Rescue is going to be the ones getting you out. So, it'd be a good thing to have. It don't hurt to have it. Don't take up any space in your vehicle, but for me, yeah. Southern Survival instant limb lines. These basically, they float. It looks like they'll float one way if the hook's baited and not got anything. Then they'll drop when they get something on there. This is basically, to me, without taking them out and looking at them, this is basically like a floating trot line. Like you just tie the bank line to the bank, throw it out, catfishing or something. So it could be useful. I think they've used this and they like these a lot, put them in there. And it comes in a 2-pack. So, that's 2 different opportunities to catch fish instead of 1 if you need it. So that's in there. You have a little, kind of like a little mini deodorant stick, a mosquito repellent. I just about said skeeter, again, Eastern Kentucky. It's got lemongrass, rosemary, peppermint, and cedar wood. Plant-based, all natural, DEET free, just mosquito stick. So, you're not adding the DEET and everything on you if you're concerned about that, and keeping the bugs off of you. Plus, it's going to help you smell pretty good once you get out in the woods and you're out there for a day or two. Get a little stinky when you're out. And then finally, and this one kind of surprised me, it's called Nature's Grill. And I know it's probably going to be hard to see through the glare of the plastic, but what this is, it's a eco-friendly and biodegradable grill. This whole thing is a grill. You've got the stand kind of sets up in there. It's cardboard. The grill grates are bamboo. There's charcoal briquettes and stuff down in there. So this thing burns for 60 minutes, it says. You can grill your steaks, your food, or whatever. When you're done, just chuck the thing in the fire, burn it the rest of the way up. You can bury it, whatever, because everything in here is biodegradable. So, great ideal. It's not a backpacking kind of thing, but for car camping or something like that, this thing's a great ideal. You don't leave a whole bunch of mess out in nature, which is always a problem. People's always got a problem doing that. So, there's your contents of the battle box for September. Let's pack this big boy up, and we'll head over to the Nomadik box and see what we've got in it for the month. And finally, we have the Nomadik box. As you know, Nomadik box, I got that 12-month subscription. So the Nomadik box, again, it's $32.95 for the month subscription. So let's open this one up. I've enjoyed this box since I've got it, so we'll see what all's in it. Their usual pamphlet that this month's is Fix It. This month's theme is Fix It, sorry. And, it gives you DIY tips, tells you a little bit about each one of the products in here and stuff, and then gives you a little challenge. Got the Nomadik challenge on the back, and brand discounts for all the brands that's in here. So, rope her on up. Like I've said, these usually have some kind of food element. So first off, you've got that same RX brand. This is oatmeal, and it's all contained. You just put the hot water in there, eat it up. It's kind of like the energy bar that was in the Cairn box. That'll go with me on camp outs because that's usually my breakfast is oatmeal. So in the fix-it thing, you have the ellipse cord locks, two little replacement cord locks for your backpack or anything like that. I might keep these from my backpack, but more than likely I'll use these on any of the gear that I make. Just handy to have. And you know, this is replacement parts, especially if you're going for a long hike or something, or you know, hiking the AT or something like that. Some of this little stuff is light, and I know those guys worry about weight, but you know, this could make a big difference if you had something like this or not. You have the fixin' zip, and me and Pocahontas both thought this one was kind of cool. You know, how many times do you pop a zipper? I know that old mummy bag that I've got, I popped that zipper off in February with it 20-some degrees outside and couldn't zip my bag up. Something like this would have been great, especially if I'd been multiple days. It would have been really good to have, because it took me forever to get that thing back. I don't know how it works. I've just took this stuff out of the box to kind of get prices and stuff for you, but this thing looks pretty cool, and I didn't know it existed. So we'll have to take a better look at that sometime, but that might be something that goes into my repair kit in my pack. Just, it's going to be good to have. And I don't know if that's reusable or just one time or what, but like I said, look these up and see what you think about them. I had never heard of them. So this is, again, with the Nomadik box, it's stuff that I would have never thought about buying. It's all smalls. This is something I never knew existed, but it might be very handy. We've got, what is that? It's the Gear Aid repair tape. This is clear tape, looks like. Looks like to repair your tent, tarp, whatever, if you get a tear in it, put this tape over it. You know, if nothing else, that's not going to be a long-term thing. It does say patch tear is better than duct tape. So that's a pretty big claim, because duct tape can hold just about anything together. And yes, that's experience. Duct tape can hold about anything together. Ask Red Green. Duct tape is everything. So you've got some repair tape here. I love Red Green. I'm sad that he's retiring, but man, it's a funny show, especially if you like Canadian humor, I guess. Oh, and then finally the Tactica hex drive toolkit. Let me turn that upside for you. This little thing I'd seen, I think they've come in battle boxes before and stuff too, but it's a cool little thing. It's kind of heavy. I don't think I'll put it in a pack because I ain't got much need for it, but this is definitely going in the car. If I can figure out how this slides out. You got this, slides out, got a whole bunch of different bits. Looks like they're square, there's hex, flathead, and Phillips. You got a driver here on the end. You got an extension that can come out and go in. Just a handy little tool, because you know how it is. I mean, you get out somewhere, there's some little something, you can't find a screwdriver or something, that's all you need. And if you don't have a multi-tool, this would definitely be something good just to keep in your car. Another thing I would have never bought, but it's here. So, and that is the extent of the Nomadik box for this month. So we'll pack this up. I'll try to get all these laid back out, and we'll give you prices and everything on all of it here. But I know that was a quicker review on the Nomadik, but since we had these other boxes, I kind of wanted to do this battle. So while we're sitting here packing this stuff up, if y'all are liking the content, please hit the like button, subscribe if you've not already and you're liking the content, help the channel grow, and comment down below right now before I get these set up to give my final thoughts on it. But tell me which one you like the most, which one you think is the winner, or which one you think I'm going to pick as the winner of the battle box, or of the battle of the boxes. Comment and let me know which one you think we want to do. All right, let me get rearranged, get back the camera back on myself, and we'll finish this one up, guys. Okay, so quick recap. The Cairn box, $29.95 for the monthly subscription. The total value and everything in that was $44.48. You know, like I said, $44.50. So you're getting a little bit more for your money. The battle box, $29.99 a month. Have that shipping thing though, and if they're adding shipping to every one of them, that's you know, to here in Kentucky it was $11.39 extra. So $42 for that. The value in the box was $45. So you're getting right at about what you paid for in that one. Um, and then the Nomadik box, $32.95 a month. The value on the Nomadik box, and the Nomadik box was the winner in value, $72.48 is how much value was in that box right then. And that's, man, that's double, that's double what you actually paid for the thing. And each one I've looked at prices, even before I started doing videos, looked at prices, and you just got better value out of it. So what would I use out of each one? The Nomadik box is the normal. I use about anything out of it. I think in that box, I've got a use for everything already. The Cairn box, the light is the big thing. I'm iffy on the carabiner. Don't know if I'd need it or not. The light's kind of the same way since I've already got a light, but I think it might be better for wintertime, so I don't have to inflate that inflatable Lucy light that I have already. And the battle box, man, it's good gear. And all these boxes, I'm not hitting or knocking any of these boxes or trying to put any of them down. But the battle box is exactly kind of what I thought it was going to be for me. It's not for me. I can't take that grill backpacking. I'm not going to use the window punch. Probably, I might use the stick, but I don't care to put DEET on myself. Then I can't even remember what was left in it, but there's nothing super useful to me in that. And for the price point where you're getting right at what you pay, which I'm not saying that all these boxes should put more in it than what they've got invested. That's just not good business sense. But that box is for some people, and it's a good box for some people because all the stuff in there looks like it's good stuff and it's good ideals. For me, it's not good for me. So that's why we didn't order it in the first place, and that just kind of reinforces that decision. So like I said, I'm not knocking those guys. I'm not meaning for it to come off that way if it is. It's not for me. I know that it's for some people, but it's not for me and what I do. So the winner, which one do you think's the winner? It's pretty obvious which one's the winner. The winner, Nomadik box. For me, of all three, after the battle of all three, going through them, looking up each one when I was looking at prices and stuff for you all, the Nomadik box. It's been one of those small boxes. It gives me smalls all the time. Everything in there, it's geared more for the lifestyle and things that I want and that I'm doing with the outdoors and stuff. So that's the best one for me. It might not be for you. It might not be the best thing for you, but it is for me. So Battle of the Boxes winner is the Nomadik box. Second place, I don't know. I hadn't thought of a second place. I was just going for first. So we'll just say first place and that's it, For value, second place would have been the Cairn box. It had the most value out of it. But like I said, guys at Battle Box, if you're watching, don't get mad at me. I'm not knocking your products or anything. Like I said, it's not for me. So that's the Battle of the Box episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all liked hearing my people with that mufflers as usual. I hope y'all liked getting to see what was in each one, comparing all three of them with me. I'm glad you stopped by to come look at all three because this is something that I would have liked doing. So especially if I had come between Battle Box and Nomadik or something, I'd want to see the two side by side. So that's what we've done here. Hope I got that information out to you. So I want to thank y'all for coming by, hanging out with the Crafty Crow Show today. If you like the content, like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit the subscribe and the bell. Get notified every time I get a new video up. I hope you'll come back and join us again next time. comment on these boxes. What do you think about them? Do you have any of these? What have you got in other months? Let us know. Let's have a conversation about it and we'll talk about it some. You can disagree with me. That's fine. That's fine. That's what the world's made on, is us being able to disagree with each other and move on. But like I said, for me, the Nomadik box is the winner. So thanks for stopping by. Be good to one another and love one another. The good Lord wants us to, because we need a whole bunch of that right now. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks, guys.